moving on about my day.
I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna suspend this for 30 days. That's probably the best thing I ever seen on Facebook. Maybe when it comes back.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
Because some people, it's like, well, your opinion is a little off. I think I've blocked just people who are just like, oh, they fast-tailed little girls trying to be grown. Them people getting blocked. And then some people I've just suspended, and but I'm trying not to involve myself in too many of those conversations.
I didn't watch the special, and all I'm really seeing is what's been posted online. But this is something I feel either prior to, outside of R. Kelly, something I feel very strongly about, that we as maybe even a culture, I feel as if we don't allow young black girls to be young black girls.
Right.
And it is infuriating to me that if my family, the young girls, the babies, the girls, we as black women, it is my opinion, we don't have the opportunity to be worry-free.
Right.
We already taken on concerns as a child, and just even me going back into my childhood, doing things and having worries about things that as a child you should not have to deal with. But because I was a black child, I did. Even with this R. Kelly situation, how we've been doing as a black people is disgusting me. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because we know of situations like this. I grew up dating older guys who, as fast as I was, who took advantage of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to read those comments on social media and see people was like, she fast, she did this. I'm like, stop.
Right.
Stop. Don't do that. It's not okay. It's not okay.
I think that whole phrase, fast little girl, needs to just go somewhere and die.
Yeah,
first of all, every child in the history of children, when they hit that preteen, teenager, you're going to try to act grown. You got the little boys trying to wear their daddy's cologne, trying to shave. You got the little girls wanting to wear makeup and high heels. You're going to have kids who, as they are tiptoeing into adulthood, try to present themselves and be seen as older than they are. That's going to happen, period. But the onus is on the adult to say, hey, I see you, but you're a child. It should not be, a child's fault for a grown man knowing that she is 12, but just because she got breasts and she got butt and all this other kind of stuff, for you to say, oh, well, she being fast and she wanted it and all. This is a child, and their minds, our minds as children, preteens, teenagers, our decision-making skills aren't even fully developed on a cerebral level.
Right.
I mean, your brain is not even fully developed. Socially, it's not fully developed. So for you to say that this is that child's fault is just totally wrong. It's wrong. It's not it's not something you can say is an opinion. It's just wrong. And so yeah, fast little girls, you're always going to have kids trying to be older than what they really are. But it's your idea, it's your place as an adult to say, be a child, enjoy being a child. And even now, I have to tell myself, because like I said, I work with kids, and I find myself doing stuff for kids, older kids that I didn't do, or that I did myself. And I'll think to myself, like, when I was your age, I was doing this and this and this. I'm like, well, stop, because that means that this child is allowed to be a child. You were doing stuff that you shouldn't have been doing at that age. I'm liking this new wave of like, or at least this pushback of, no, we're going to let our kids be kids. Mm-hmm. We're going to let them be carefree. We're going to let them stay, you know, in a child's place and have a child's mind for as long as possible. I mean, hell, because I was, my mom was a single mom, and I have an older brother. Mm-hmm. He's about 3.5 years older than me. But in some aspects, I was seen as the more responsible one. Mm-hmm. So, like, I used to walk to school with a group full of kids from the neighborhood. I would walk to school at like 5 years old. We walk into school, group of elementary school kids. Mm-hmm. And I had a key to our apartment at 5 years old.
I did too.
Now, my brother would be with me, mm-hmm. but I'm the more responsible one.
But you had the key.
5. So I had the key. Yeah, he would lose the key. Mm-hmm. Give Jasmine the key. Mm-hmm. And now it's like I work with kids now. One is 9 and one is 11. I mean, when I was 11, I set my alarm to wake myself in the morning. I put myself on the bus. I came home. I made me a snack. I watched Ricky Lake, did my homework. And I mean, it was just a lot more independence that had to be had. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, you know, I'm a nanny. I'm picking them up from school. Mm-hmm. I'm helping them with their homework. I'm, you know, helping them with their dinner and taking them to their appointments and all this other kind of stuff. All that stuff I did not have. Mm-hmm. And so I have to kind of remind myself, like, these kids are allowed to be kids. Let them be kids. So, yeah, I never understood that fast little girl thing. And mm-hmm. me being, I developed early. Mm-hmm. I think I got my first bra in 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. And I have literally been told by a grown man who knew how old I was that you have a body like a woman, so you're a woman. I was told that at 10 years old.
And some people believe that. Some people believe that.
Yeah. Just because you get a period, that doesn't make you a grown woman. This is not medieval times. This is not, you know, people are living to be 100 years old. This is not when people died at 30. So I don't want to hear about the past, you know. I was told that. I remember going to Alabama, where my family is from, and I would go and visit my grandmother for the summer. And all the boys, they just like kind of looked at you like fresh meat, you know? But they knew how old you were. I remember like 19, 20-year-old men trying to talk to me when I'm like 10, 11 years old, you know? And they knew how old I was. But because I had this body, it's like, well, you know,
you did,
and they would say stuff like, you want to be my little girlfriend? I mean, I got a grown girlfriend, but you could be my little girlfriend. Yeah, so I know firsthand how that goes with grown men, and they don't care, and they prey on your innocence and your ignorance and your youth. So I don't want to hear nothing about no